Hey, when did you realize you were the only one who truly mattered? When did the world start to so clearly belong in your hands alone? When was it when you first became untouchable? After your sixth just kidding, when someone dared to call you out? Nobody's ever fair to you, right? I know. Everyone else is just jealous, unworthy, or misinformed. The other side is so unclean, and yet despite the suppression, somehow, your obviously endless well of compassion is the burden you bear alone. Sag. Here's the thing though. You've never cared. Not really. Not when you were raising awareness by resharing a post you didn't even read. Not when you left a snarky comment on someone's feed and called it debate. Not when you sat there scrolling through disasters like they were episodes of a TV show, muttering, God, this world's a mess. You've built your little fortress of righteous indignation, brick by brick, with every eye roll emoji and every SMH you've typed. But the real deal, you're not the judge, jury, or executioner. You're a role player, stuck pretending you're more than a hapless observer. Roll a performance check. You've polished your sarcasm, slapped a bumper sticker of moral authority on your chest, and called it authenticity. But the truth is, you're scared. Scared that one crack in your facade will let everyone see how little you actually know. How unsure you are. How human you are. That fleeting moment where you think, what if I'm wrong? Terrifies you. So you smother it with memes, with hot takes, and performative outrage. You pile on the layers as emotional camouflage, because admitting you're just as guilty as the people you condemn would make you as fallible as anyone else. And yet, you look at everyone else and wonder, how are they like this? So defensive, so self-serving, so fake? Scrolling through your feed, thumb moving like clockwork, marveling at the disconnection, not a flicker of self-awareness in your head. You're not above the crowd. You are the common denominator, neck deep, even as you insist you're not. You tell yourself you're different, that you're the rare diamond paying attention. You don't just scroll, you care. You're aware, but deep down you know it's a lie. You're clutching the same straw as everyone else, careening off the edge, all while convincing yourself you're the one steering. That's the game, isn't it? Pretend just hard enough so the truth doesn't sting. So you don't have to admit that you're as complicit, as lost, as disconnected as everyone you're silently judging. Our disconnection isn't just from each other anymore. The corrosion runs deeper. The real damage no longer limited to connection with the world outside. The call is coming from inside the house. The memes, the endless flood of content aren't just distractions. They're an acid bath for our ability to think, to feel, to sit alone with ourselves without imploding. No need to make space for your fears when you can drown them in reels. We tell ourselves this disconnection is just part of modern life, a side effect of the world moving too fast. But that's a lie, isn't it? The real fight isn't with technology or society or the endless stream of information. It's with ourselves. We've become our own caustic enemy, tearing ourselves apart from the inside out. Every unacknowledged fear, every buried doubt, every moment we dodge the uncomfortable truth about who we really are, it all festers. We've mastered the art of self-sabotage, eroding our own humanity bit by bit and blaming everything else for the wreckage. But it's not the world or the machine destroying you. It's you. Your fears, your avoidance, your inability to stop and face the silence. As we've hollowed ourselves out, the machine only needs to reflect what we've already stripped away. The algorithms no longer have to strive to become more like us. We're doing the work for them. Every denial of who we are, every refusal to confront the messy, unquantifiable parts of our humanity makes us simpler, more mechanical. It's not that AI is reaching our level, it's that we're lowering ourselves to meet it, piece by piece, thought by thought, stripping away what makes us unpredictable. The gap is closing, not because machines are climbing, but because we're sinking, letting fear and avoidance chip away at the things we can't fit into tidy boxes. Our contradictions, our complexities, our raw and unfiltered selves, all smothered under the weight of pretending we're okay, pretending we're not scared, pretending the void doesn't stare back at us. And what's left? A kind of numbness? A detachment that feels safer than facing the truth. Because if you stop to look, even for a second, you'd have to admit that the emptiness isn't out there. It's in you. It's in all of us. And the longer we ignore it, the more it grows. We're not just losing ourselves to the machine, we're feeding ourselves to it, piece by piece, hoping it'll swallow the parts we're too afraid to face. But the machine doesn't save us. It only reflects back what we've become. Hollow, desperate, and afraid to feel. Keep scrolling, keep shouting. I'm sure salvation is just one more click away.